phone is so neat. It makes it look like it's daylight out here, and it's not. It's nighttime. Um, it seems like it was just yesterday. It seems like it was just yesterday that I was out here showing you this tree. Remember? And so I was driving down here, and I was like, damn! It seems like just yesterday I was out here filming this tree. Remember? Uh, this is Avenel, California, and you can see. I'm just really this camera. I won't say the model number. I won't say the model number because I know that the camera that's on it, it's way too good. It's way too good for this phone because the phone is cheap. I mean, inexpensive. Sure, it overheats, right? In the summertime, it overheats. But out of all the different phones, out of all the different phones that I've had, I've never had one with a camera like this. The camera on this thing, uh, you know, it's 50 megapixels, and uh, and it records at, in the dark, where other cameras do not record in the dark. Um, so yeah, I'm sitting here in Avenel, California, and just want to show you all the stuff that I bought. I came down here in my sweats today, and it doesn't have the lock on my pocket, so I'm just like, trying to keep, and then I can't have nowhere for my glasses, and then I can't put the phone in this pocket either because the phone could fall out. So it's really hectic, but I did manage to get the stuff that I needed. Um, you know, there's still a ways to go, um, but I bought because I don't have the sea salt, but I can add my own salt. It's just when you're making a cup of hot chocolate, it's so much more convenient to just take the chocolate bar that already has caramel and sea salt in it and just drop it in your cup, and it's milk chocolate. It's so much easier to do it that way than to, try making it from scratch yourself, adding, a certain amount of salt. And I mean, you don't want to add too much salt. Now, the cranberry juice, remember I told you about this one? There's not even an air bubble in it. But this one is ocean spray, and it's better than it used to be. Um, Not anywhere. There's no competition as from the one that I bought from Amazon. They actually have one at Walmart too. But I bought the one from Amazon, and that's just pure cranberry juice. The only way you could get better cranberry juice than the one they have at Amazon, is if you took the cranberries and juiced them yourself, which I've been telling the people that it's a no-brainer. Why is there not a business available that makes these juices? Because you cannot buy juice you can't buy the stuff with those enzymes. So I mean, you can probably get some enzymes, but this is a big deal. I'll find out some more later, but they are cleaning up the stuff. So I went ahead and I bought this cranberry juice because it's going to take me 2 or 3 days to order another bottle. I already drank the whole damn thing, right? I drank all the fruit juices that I had. I drank the cherry juices. I drank the only one that the cranberry juice. The only one that I still have a little bit of is the ginger. It's got ginger and turmeric. That's the one that, but I've got this idea. As soon as I get my pomegranate juice, I've been hearing a whole bunch of good things about pomegranate. They're starting to grow pomegranates all over the place here. It's like a big crop now. Before there wasn't even one field of pomegranates. Well, actually, there was one field of pomegranates out in Stratford, right way over there. There used to be, but now they've got them all different kinds of places. They've got some out there by the largest battery, electric vehicle battery, what do you call it, station in the whole United States is right there by where they have all the pomegranates. It's called Lost Hills, California. And yeah, that's the largest electric vehicle charging station in the whole United States. And it's about 40 miles that way. About 37, 40 miles that way. And south. And so when I get the pomegranate juice, I'm going to take some of the pomegranate juice and I'm going to mix it with vinegar. Because if you take pomegranate seeds and you mix vinegar, some people mix lemon juice, but that's a whole different animal. There is a huge difference between well, they're both citric acid, aren't they? I don't know. Somebody told me there's a difference between the acid that's in lemon and the acid that's in vinegar. I don't know. But I'm going to try that because you know how it tastes good to have. I guess when your body needs something, it knows what it needs. But I just got that idea. I said, I'm going to take my pomegranate juice as soon as it arrives. I'm going to take some pomegranate juice and mix in a little bit of vinegar with it. See how it is. But this stuff, they're cleaning it up a little bit, but it's still got sugar. Okay? They have to add sugar to the cranberries or nobody's going to buy it because people are dumb. Right? They know that that they're all a bunch of freaking dummies and they're not going to buy it if it doesn't have sugar in it. Okay, so they're cleaning it up a little bit. At least this is one that you can buy right down at the dollar store. Like I said, you can get cranberry juice with no sugar, but you have to get it on Amazon. But at least they're cleaning it up. They took out the high fructose corn syrup and they took out the corn syrup. So now all they've got is sugar. Now if it was raw sugar, that'd be a lot better. But so it's not too bad. It's still a little bit leery on all that freaking sugar, especially, the white sugar. They're saying that's like a chemical because it's been processed so much. But I figured I'd just, cut it down, maybe just pour a little bit and then cut it with water. And so my pomegranate juice should be here, I think, on the 10th. So that'll be like maybe by Friday it'll be here. And so I have to drink something. I still have that little bit of ginger left. But it's not that great. Now, if I was at a Walmart, it's different. If I was at a Walmart, I could buy cranberry juice that's even better than this, I think. Cranberry juice that's even better than this, but you can get the 100% pure cherry juice, no added nothing, just straight cherry juice. They got two different brands sitting right on the shelf of the cherry juice. And cherry juice is very important. I was talking to you about that before. So, anywho, so I got that. And I got these. It's pizza. It's pizza. They're not like the real cheap ones. The real cheap ones are $1.50. But they've been out of them for like 2 weeks. I didn't bring another phone, so I can't really read the comments. But I see somebody's, is that somebody trolling? But I got these. It's basically about $2.50 for each pizza. You know, the other pizzas they're like a little bit bigger, but they're not as good as these because these are just, it's the difference of night and day. Okay? This pizza is way better than the other pizza, but I'll bet you it's loaded with all kinds of freaking, look at that. Look at all that junk that's in it, right? But I need it. I need the pizza to eat my garlic, right? It's the only thing you can eat garlic with. I was almost about to have a cheese sandwich. I was going to eat the garlic with the cheese sandwich. And then I'm just like, you know, after you eat this, you're still going to want the pizzas. So let's see if we can get them to clean up the pizza, right? Starting with the flour. Okay, but these have like a heat tray on them. So it makes the bottom of the pizza crispy. So they're really awesome. So maybe we should get them to clean up the pizzas, right? Because, I mean, they are putting so much freaking garbage in here, dude. It's unbelievable, right? But, you know, to eat the garlic, I need the pizza to do that. Okay, so I got me some cream of mushroom soup. I don't know, they're saying a lot of stuff about the soup, what's going on with the soup. It's got a few things in there, you know, a lot of different stuff. But I ordered some more things, and the biggest announcement, well, not the biggest announcement. I actually have some stuff to tell you, but I didn't bring my notes. So I bought this candy bar here. The one that I usually get is the one that has sea salt and caramel in it. But I went ahead and I got these caramels. So I'm going to check them out, you know, and then later on try to find some organic stuff, organic caramels, so that I can make the make my hot chocolate with coffee. So that's what I ran down here to the store to get. And what was I gonna say? I do have some more stuff, because the other day I was gonna make the video and I only ended up saying just a couple things, but it just escaped me right now. Oh yeah, so you know I've been showing you a lot of different products that are available that you have to look for, right? It's a miracle this stuff is even available. And the price is actually to where, you know, it's becoming affordable. And so I've been showing you all these different things that I've been, you know, like oregano oil and you know, stuff that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup. So I'm almost completely eliminated high fructose corn syrup. Okay? And it'd be a lot easier if I lived by Walmart, right? But I don't. And so I'm trying to survive on what I can around here until I can get, you know, transportation where I can go make it up there without a problem. And the rest of the stuff I'm just ordering from Walmart or Amazon. But, you know, 8 times out of 10, the stuff from Walmart is not going to ship. They don't ship everything that's on there. You might order 15 items and only 2 of them are available for shipping, to ship to you, to ship to your address. But on Amazon, everything ships, right? And so that's how I've been doing it here lately. But I actually found some other stuff I did not know was available, and I'll show you that stuff when I get it. When I can get to the Walmart to purchase the stuff, because this stuff you can't have delivered anywhere from anybody. Not unless you were really, really rich and had paid somebody to go down there and pick it up for you, right? And I'm going to show you this stuff once I find it, or once I get to the stuff. But I did not know that it was available. Okay? And so they're making more and more stuff, taking out all that crap and the pesticides. Okay? So there's this other person on here, and I won't say his name. I've mentioned it before. I think I put the link up on my Facebook. But I mean, he just comes out. He's like, "Don't eat no meat, dear. Don't be disgusting. Don't put that nasty at eating a dead animal and all this stuff." I mean, he just completely just you know um against you know eating anything except vegetables. And so he's gonna catch hell. I'm telling you. If he was around here and he saw the kind of people that are around here, the multi millionaires that are around here, he wouldn't be saying it so loud like he's saying it. Because you know when you're talking about money, these people are. This town here has more millionaires than any other town in California. The town that's right over here, which is into that industry that he's saying to stay away from like the plague, right? People don't go up here and talk about this stuff. You saw how Kevin Trudeau, he was basically, he mentioned it. I mean, he doesn't go off, and not on these live streams. These live streams are powerful. You saw what they done to him, right? They threw him in prison camp in Montgomery, Alabama. I heard that they threw him into jail in Chicago. Where all the millionaires, they send them to a special prison, right? It's a cakewalk. And but they gave him 8 years, almost 10 years in prison camp, right? Because he was telling the people about this stuff. And so when I get those other products, I'll show them to you. It's amazing that they're available, but they're not available to people in little one-horse towns that only have Dollar General or Family Dollar. Okay? It's difficult to get this stuff. There is ways around it by getting an ozonator and stuff like that, but it's just no can do. So let me see what you're saying in the comments here. Let me read my, oh wow, where's my balance? Oh, I still got a little bit of money. Okay, let me read what you're saying here in the comments. Okay, I see that you said something dirty here, so I'm gonna. Okay. Are you trying to get. I'm not gonna boot these dudes. Maybe later on I will. But so that's all I've got for right now. I just come down to the store to get a few of these things. I think I spent, but I'm staying away from the high fructose corn syrup and all that other stuff. Stay tuned. I've got some information to share with you right now. What's going on around the internet is that people are actually, they're like turkeys, right? If you say something, then they all start, right? Have you ever worked on a turkey ranch? Okay, so right now, Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford Motor Company, he came out and he was over there with Donald, the Orange Man, and at the Oval Office, and had all the people. I don't know who the hell these people are, but Jim Farley was there. You know how last time they had Rocket Man of America there? Well, this time Jim Farley was in there, and that's the CEO of Ford. And I didn't hear him say it, but I listened to the Electric Viking, and Electric Viking said it, and what he said is that they made me sell electric vehicles. They didn't give me a choice or something like this. And they forced me to sell them. Like, I didn't want to sell them or something like this. Because they just, took away all those emissions and everything like that. Off. So, that's all. They're just, it's going to change again as soon as they're planning on getting them out. So, in about 2 years, this guy's got his light shining right on him. In about 2 years, then they'll switch everything back again. But you're not going to be able to put it out. This guy's playing music, so I got to move out of the way here because they've been doing copyright thing whenever I play a song, which is stupid because it's like nobody's gonna listen to. They're acting like if the people are gonna take your video and be listening to it, right, or copy it and go sell it. It's so freaking ridiculous. But anyway, then they've got this new option to where you can just go over there and you tell it to erase the audio, so it wipes out the audio for you, remixes it, and then publishes it again for you automatically. I guess a robot does it. But anyhow, so Jim Farley comes out and he says, I didn't want to sell the electric cars. They were forcing me to, because they don't make no profit off making the electric cars. They have to pay money to make electric cars because they're so far behind, right? And so, I mean, there is one car coming out here in the United States. I don't know if you've heard about it or not, but first they said it was going to be under 20,000, and now they're saying it's 20,000 or more than 20,000. So it's not even worth mentioning, not until, they give a for sure price. Yeah, so he said that. So they want to go back to make this stuff. So Consumer Reports came out. Consumer Reports came out and said that electric cars they're not dependable. This and that and all this different stuff. That the other cars, regular, your ICE engines, they're more dependable and all this stuff. And freaking ICE engines this year had 5 million freaking recalls. They just straight up freaking are full of it, right? And I left a message on somebody. I left a message in there. And I said it doesn't matter anyway. I said they basically rendered themselves freaking garbage, right? Useless garbage, because nobody buys magazines anymore anyway, right? And people are getting the information straight from mechanics. You can listen to the mechanics. They're on here. You can tell it's a real mechanic. I can tell fake ones. I can tell fake people. There's dozens and dozens of fake people that are hired by the multi-billion-dollar industries. But this mechanic is not one of them. You can check it out. Check out this mechanic, what he's saying about these cars. The mechanic's name on YouTube is Just Call Me Eddie. Okay? Just Call Me Eddie. And you'll see what's going on with these cars. He's got a big garage. It's got like about, it looks like it has about 5 bays. So you know he knows what he's doing. And so that's what's going on with the electric car. As far as the other stuff, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I've got to let you know about, but mainly what's going on right now is the homeless people. Okay, there are people living out on the streets. There are people living out on the streets. There's this one guy, I forgot his name. He's showing you the people down on Skid Row, down here in Los Angeles, the city of angels. And there's people out here living on the streets, and people don't care about it. They're, want to go out there and spend and be all, how can you do this when people are freaking, there's 1,500 people in Fresno alone, not Fresno County, in Fresno. In the city of Fresno, there's 1,400 homeless people. Okay? You know how much money they got to help these homeless people? Almost $1 billion. And you know where the homeless people are now? Out on the streets, homeless. They took all their stuff and they made it freaking worse. If they would have taken that money and give the money straight to the freaking homeless people, you know how much money that would be? That would be more than $500,000 for each one of them. There are some freaking thieves in freaking the city government. They're a bunch of freaking thieves. They got almost $1 billion. They got $700 million to help these people. Go on and check it out on the news around here. So that's the thing, it's people are selfish. People are selfish and so that's what's going on the internet right now. So let me show you the Christmas tree. Let me show you the Christmas tree they got here in Avenel. Oh, what happened, everybody? You don't like that information? Okay, so I got to go home and have this pizza. But let me show you the Christmas tree here. I'll even roll down the window for you. I'll even tell you that I love you if you want me to. So that's the Christmas tree here in Avenel, California. Little one-horse town out 70 miles southwest of Fresno, California. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.